Welcome back to Razmafzar TV. I'm really happy to be here and to talk to you. And today I would like to clarify some points regarding my organization, Razmafzar. So, in this video, I am addressing my members, and at the same time, I'm addressing my fans, supporters, colleagues, and everyone who is interested in my research and in my organization, Razmafzar. What is Razmafzar? Razmafzar consists of two words in Persian. Raz means battle, and Afzar means tools or weapons. Or battle weapons, or weapons of war. So it is based on analysis of historical arms and armor. As you know, I'm a historical arms and armor researcher. Just last week, I published in the University of Kiev my 190th article, 190, which was in an academic peer-reviewed journal on Achaemenid Akhenakis. And I also published, on top of it, 8 books. I won 3 major book prizes, 2 in Iran and 1 in the Czech Republic. Based on this, I have analyzed more than 24 different museums. Few people have had the privilege and access to really go and analyze and publish these museum pieces, and I did. Based on that, and also my martial arts background, I created Razmafzar. So Razmafzar is about ancient Iranian weapons, arms and armor, and reconstruction of fighting methods. Most of it, as far as reconstruction is concerned, is based on experimentation, like many people in the realm of European arms and armor do, like Viking swordsmanship, received shields. There are no historical records or manuals on them, but it's a reconstruction based on experimentation. So, and then as well as materials which were delivered to us via manuscripts and also battlefield accounts, miniatures, and analysis. Most important thing for me in Razmafzar is that I am a martial artist. I am a certified black belt in different fields and martial arts, among them Kyokushin Karate. I'm a second dan holder, and I'm a wrestler. I'm also a BJJ practitioner. I'm also a Muay Thai practitioner, and also MMA practitioner, next to other martial arts I practice. Having said that, I encourage my students to practice different martial arts. That's very important for me, because we are fighters. We are martial artists who use historical weapons, not other way around. We are not people who just reconstruct something is there and take a guesswork. I want my students to practice and establish realistic martial arts. What is for me realistic martial arts? I encourage my students to participate in one of the following martial arts: MMA, Kyokushin full contact karate, karate combat, judo, BJJ, or any grappling art, freestyle wrestling, Greco-Roman wrestling, sambo, boxing, sanda, and any type, or as I mentioned, MMA, and any type of martial arts which have a realistic approach. I do not encourage my students to practice conceptual martial arts because I want them to go through contact. I want them to know what fighting is all about. If on top of one of these martial arts, they practice a conceptual martial art as an add-on, I also encourage that. So, if you want to join Razmafzar, please be aware. I want you to go through a full contact fight and practice it. I want you to know when you are thrown, what to do. When you are in grappling, what you should do. I want you to know when you are punched at, how to take the punch, how to defend against it or kick that. This is very important for me. And then on top of that, we come to Razmafzar. We also spar in fencing gear and in armor. Armored combat is very important. And then we have a research team. I have a research team, and with that, I do lots of research. I've translated more than 9 archery manuals just to begin with, and then after my translation, Pete Dwyer, one of my members from Australia, Razmafzar members, together we annotated and then published. So I was the first guy who, after those manuscripts on Arab archery and also on Turkish archery, I was the first person who translated so many archery manuscripts in Persian, and we put them into practice. So that is Razmafzar, a research arm, and then a martial arts arm, and then at the same time, and again, I have also a marketing arm, and I'm going to explain. So I have in each one of these sections members who help me to grow digitally and physically in real world. Now let me just move on to the goals of Razmafzar. What are the goals of Razmafzar organization? The goals of Razmafzar organization are different ones. The first one is, of course, as I have been doing, I keep doing it, a comprehensive and thorough analysis of Iranian Persian arms and armor from ancient time, Copper era, Bronze Age, Copper Age, up to the end of the Qajar period. This includes, as you know, any type of weapons, be it in a bow, be it a spear, or any other armor, and also forging methods, and also later on firearms, starting from matchlock, going to flintlock, percussion cap, and all these historical weapons. How they were made, how they were charged, and all these things are goals of Razmafzar. So my goal is to go ahead, and I also translated many manuscripts, and these manuscripts in Persian are not only manuscripts which were written in Iran proper, but also, for example, in Mughal India, where many manuscripts were written in Persian. Now I translated some of them, and soon they will be published, on swords, on archery, and so on. And this includes also fighting. I have been doing lots of research and analysis on battlefields. And so you see, as some of you might know, I teach intercultural management and cross-cultural leadership in 2 leading universities. One of them has a very big name in Europe. And there we analyze leadership styles and patterns. Each company has a corporate culture, but each society has also a military culture. And how do you analyze the military culture? By going back to the manuscripts written on the military confrontation from the point of view of people there. So that's what I have been doing also in Persian culture. Battlefield accounts, Alamara, Alamara Abbasi, Tahmasbi, and so on and so on, Tarikh Jahangoshahi Nadiri, and many other things. So you can establish a military culture. How did the military planners back then conceive the army, the role of the army, the way they marched, the way they camped, the way they confronted, how they reported to the general or to the leader of the army, and so on and so on, the reporting lines and so on, the treatment of soldiers and communication lines and so on. So this is also part of the goal of Razmafzar, and based on that, I've been comparing them, for example, to Japanese or to Chinese and also European. So you can make, this is another thing which I'm doing at the moment. What else the goals of Razmafzar? Next to historical arms and armor analysis, I'm expanding it to more major private collections. So I have analyzed many big private collections, and at the moment I am analyzing a major collection in the area of the Persian Gulf. And so there are many things which where I have been active. And the other goals of Razmafzar are also, I have an active combat team, people who practice martial arts team. I'm expanding it. Now we have members in Southeast Asia. In the past, we had in Iran, in Europe, and United States. Now we are just moving to Southeast Asia, like in Indonesia, Malaysia, and so on and so on. And soon, India and China. So that's what my goal is, to do that. Other goals of Razmafzar, what I would like to do is we are going to have events, Razmafzar only. I'm not, as of now, I want Razmafzar events to be just dedicated to Razmafzar. I also informed my members 2 days ago. That's what I'm going to do. Other goals of Razmafzar is also related to what I said about military culture. Analyzing leadership, military leadership culture, and try to see if I can see the same patterns in entrepreneurial skills or in company culture, corporate culture, how much of it was transformed. Just think about the Japanese concept of kairitsu, and then how people try to relate it to some Bushido principles, and so on and so on. That's what it's also important for me. My channel, Razmafzar TV. Okay, Razmafzar TV is my YouTube channel, and in that you can see there are many instructional videos. So if you want to learn Razmafzar, you can learn there. I have also a Patreon account. So if you want to have more specific, you can become kindly a patron and watch it. We have different levels for my Patreon account, but on Razmafzar TV, I have also many videos which are instructional videos, either by me or my members. I've also done lots of interviews. These interviews are with leading psychologists like Dr. Lilian Nejad, with consultants like Andrea Duca, and with also many martial artists and also HEMA instructors, police force squad heads of Atlanta, like sniper team, like Captain Naval, and veterans who fought in Afghanistan and also in Iraq, interviews with them, and also many Mexican academics and colleagues on Aztec and Mesoamerican warfare, is where I did those interviews in Spanish. So I did many interviews, most of them in English, then a lot of them in Spanish and some in German. Soon I'm going to extend these interviews in French as well, because as some of you might know, I speak also French. So we are going to have a global exposure as far as interviews are concerned. Then there is also training, solo trainings. Soon I'm going to reach 500. Solo trainings is there because I want to be a role model for my members, that they see that the head of this organization practices what he preaches. And I do training every day. Those days where you don't see solo training, I do weight training, I do yoga, so non-stop, including the weekend. Every day is a training day. And then you can see the transformation of the body there, right? This serves also for me is a leadership concept. Why leadership concept? You can only lead by example, right? And I truly believe in it, especially because I lead Razmafzar globally, and this is a kind of digital leadership. So part of digital leadership, in real-time leadership, when you see people around you, being a role model is extremely important. And now we have a physical activity. I always said that the first technique in every martial art is physical fitness. If you don't have the right sportive athletic body, you cannot fight. You're going to be out of breath, you cannot exercise, you cannot create power, explosiveness, and so on and so on. In every sport is that, and in any physical activity where martial arts are part of it, is no different. So if you want to look at someone who teaches you, look at the level of physical fitness. And for me, it's extremely important in Razmafzar that my members train a lot and pay attention to what they eat. For example, I have experienced different diets. If you want, I can also make videos on that. For example, I stopped having sugar, any type of sugar, 3 years ago, and I also stopped having any dairy products and milk just some weeks ago. So then you can look at your body and see how your body reacts to these different diets. And then you can see then your muscle development based on the diet. So it's not only what you train, and also what you put into your body. Both of them are important. The third one is your mental health. All these three play a role in the way that you act, you move, you train, and part of martial arts. So that's why I do solo trainings. I also have, when I travel, I keep doing my solo trainings. I also go to museums there, make videos. You see that there are also many museums on my channel where I go and explain the artifacts, because I know you guys are amazing. You're an international audience and you want to see these things. Maybe you don't have, for example, access to museums in Germany or in Iran, or I don't know, on Canary Islands, or in Spain, or in France, or so on and so on, or in United Kingdom or United States. So when I go there, I film them. Part of them, so these type of videos. Please go to my videos. I know we put lots of videos. This is the major channel of communication, not only with you guys, my fans, but also with my members. So please go, leave comments, like, subscribe, and share. I have an amazing team. I need to say that. And I would like to thank all my team members in Europe, in Iran, in the United States, and now in Southeast Asia, and many more are coming and join us. What I want from my members, I would like them to have discipline. Discipline for me is very important. Without discipline, you can reach nothing in life. Dedication, commitment, believing in what you do. You know, I'm also, as you know, all of us are human beings. Even if I'm tired, I get up always early in the morning, including weekends, even if I'm on vacation, go and train. There is no single day where I don't do that. The reason is clear. Only by dedication we can reach something in life. And I also expect it from my members. I ask my members to send videos. The videos are because I want to see the progress, and at the same time, I want you guys, my fans and supporters, to see more faces on this channel, to see that this organization is growing, is thriving. My expectations from them is being disciplined. That I want them to be disciplined and keep doing all these videos, be dedicated, be committed. And then I'm going to really open channel of communication. I'm going to take many things in my hand because I need to streamline the leadership in Razmafzar, and every action in Razmafzar need to be discussed with me, that for sure. So if anyone wants to have one of my guys to go and come and teach in any event, they need to ask me, not one of my guys. We have a very solid corporate culture, organizational culture like this, and I expect my members, and they know that I want them to stick to each other, to stick to our ideals, to our values. Value system is extremely important for any organization, and also for us it's very important. Without values, without value system, no organization can remain strong. Rules and requirements for Razmafzar organization. The first rule is, as you know, that Razmafzar is run by me. I run this organization as the head and founder of this organization. As you might know, Razmafzar is an international patented trademark. Also, 2 other patents are related to Razmafzar, but they're different patents. One of them is Nilufar Books, my publishing house, and also Nima, which is dedicated native Iranian wrestling and martial arts to wrestling arts. We have many of them, and also stick fightings in Iran is there. As I mentioned it before, I expect all my members to report all their activities before they do anything with me. I want to have a very transparent reporting line, and that's important for me. And also the tests, the final, as my members know, who has which level and how they pass it, the final say, I look at it and then decide if this person is now okay to have this level to move on to the next level. And also, as I said, events, I decide on that and discuss it. So please contact me if you need anything regarding this. At the end, I want to thank all my members, supporters, fans of Razmafzar TV. Again, all of you are amazing. This channel is growing, has been growing day by day, and it's only because of you. And I thank you, and I promise, keep supporting us, and you will have more content which are extremely interesting, and weapon analysis, historical weapon analysis, I mean, swords, armor, also reconstructions and techniques, fighting in armor or in fencing masks, fencing equipment, and so on and so on, wrestling, MMA, and so on and so on. Please stay tuned and see you soon, and thank you very much. Have a nice day.